Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're literally digging deep into an incredibly impactful and absolutely essential career path. We're going to be walking through a comprehensive career guide on what it actually takes to become a soil scientist. This is for anyone out there who wants to make a real, tangible difference in the world. Okay, let's jump right in. To kick things off, I want you to ask yourself a quick question. Have you ever actually stopped to think about who is responsible for the health of the very ground we walk on? You know, the ground that grows the food on our tables? It's a massive planetary responsibility. Seriously, who protects the foundation of our entire global food supply? Well, that brings us to soil science. And no, it's not just a study of dirt. It's the complex study, analysis, and recommendation of appropriate land use to actively boost soil productivity. Because think about it, soil health directly dictates plant and crop growth, which is fundamentally linked to global food security. As a soil scientist, you are quite literally securing the future of our food. How cool is that? Here is our roadmap for today. We'll be looking at 1. The mission and mindset. 2. Mapping your educational pathway. 3. Financing your degree. 4. Your future work environment. And 5. Salary, growth, and success. Section 1. The mission and mindset. Do you have what it takes? Notice how specific and hands-on these traits are. Are you someone who has a natural, driving interest in science? Do you genuinely enjoy working outdoors rather than being cooped up in an office all day? Do you actually like to run experiments and test hypotheses? And crucially, do you have a keen sense of observation to notice those really subtle changes in the environment? If you're mentally checking off these boxes right now, you might just have the perfect mindset for this field. Take a look at this visual snapshot pulled straight from our source data. It perfectly captures the entire essence of the soil scientist career profile all in one place. It moves from those essential personality traits we just talked about right down to the educational pathways, expected income, and course fees. It's just a fantastic overview of the journey we're about to break down for you. Section 2. Mapping your educational pathway from high school to postgrad. So your educational journey is a very clear step-by-step progression. Step 1 is a certificate. Once you finish Class 10 or 10 plus 2 in any stream, though preferably with science, you can easily find certificate courses in things like soil testing, fertility management, or sustainable agriculture. Then, Step 2 is a diploma in soil science, soil and water conservation, or agricultural technology from a vocational institute or polytechnic. Step 3 brings us to your undergraduate degree, a BSc in soil science, agriculture, or agricultural chemistry. And finally, Step 4 is the postgraduate level, where you earn your MSc in soil science and agricultural chemistry or soil and water conservation. You are literally building your expertise from the ground up. So where will you actually go to study? Well, you've got a ton of excellent options. The Department of Agriculture offers courses across so many prestigious institutions in India. You can choose renowned government institutes like Presidency College in Chennai, Hindu College in New Delhi, or Ferret College in Kerala. If you prefer, there are fantastic private institutes like Loyola College in Chennai or Mount Carmel College in Bangalore. And hey, if you need more flexibility, distance learning is totally an option through IGNO. The educational infrastructure is 100% there for you, regardless of your location. All right, Section 3. Financing your degree, scholarships and loans. The approximate course fee ranges anywhere between 7,000 and 400,000 Indian rupees. Now, I'm going to pause here because that is a really broad range and for a lot of people, a highly significant investment. Keep in mind, these are estimates, and they're going to vary heavily depending on whether you choose a government, private, or certificate institute. But whatever you do, do not let the higher end of that number discourage you. And here's exactly why you shouldn't be discouraged. The support systems in place are massive. On the scholarship side, you can hit up the National Scholarship Portal for central and state government schemes, along with UGC and AICTE schemes. Plus, there are merit-based scholarships directly from the institutes themselves. If you need to look at loans, the Vidya Lakshmi portal is a centralized hub set up by the Ministry of Finance and Education specifically for students. And on top of that, states like West Bengal, Odisha, and Bihar offer low-interest student credit cards, and all major banks provide education loans. The financial tools to fund your dream are incredibly accessible. Section 4. Your future work environment into the field. Okay, so what is the daily reality actually like? Well, as we established earlier, this is for sure not a desk job. You're going to be working outdoors. You can expect to work 8 to 9 hours a day, about 5 to 6 days a week. You're very likely to lead a team, and you'll find diverse employment in places like agriculture co-ops, NGOs, environment consultancies, or research establishments. Oh, and importantly, the source highlights that excellent opportunities exist for the differently abled in this field as well, which is great. Now, those 8 to 9 hour outdoor days might sound intense, but think back to our very first point. Every single hour you spend out there directly contributes to optimizing the land and securing the global food supply. It is immensely vital work. Here is another incredibly helpful visual from our source material. This clearly maps out the potential workplaces we were just chatting about, lists those top government and private institutes, and highlights the expected growth path and an inspiring field example that we're going to dive into next. It really just shows you the full ecosystem of the profession. Section 5, Salary, Growth, and Success, Reaping the Rewards. Let's talk numbers. As a professional soil scientist, the expected approximate salary ranges between 68,300 and 118,564 Indian rupees per month. That is a very solid, super encouraging financial reward for your specialized expertise. It just goes to show that protecting our earth and enhancing agriculture isn't just a noble mission, it's a highly viable, financially rewarding profession. And your career definitely won't stagnate. There's a really clear growth path. You start out as a soil scientist. Then, with field experience and proven results, you advance to senior soil scientist. Eventually, you can even reach the executive level as a head of research operation. This absolutely proves it's a field with a strong, clearly defined upward trajectory where your expertise is continuously valued. Now, to truly understand the absolute pinnacle of success in this field, we have to look at a real-world legend from the source. Ashok Petra, the director of the Indian Institute of Soil Science. He started exactly where many of you might be starting, with a bachelor's in agriculture from Banaras Hindu University, followed by a master's from the Indian Agricultural Research Institute. Fast forward to December 2022, and he received the ultra-prestigious Glencoe World Soil Prize for his 33-year dedicated career in soil science. Talk about inspiring. It humanizes all those numbers and steps and shows exactly what global impact looks like in this industry. So, we've mapped out the specific mindset you need, the comprehensive educational pathway to get there, the rigorous but super rewarding work environment, and the incredible financial and global prizes waiting at the end of the journey. So, I'm going to leave you with this one final provocative thought. We know the pathway, and we know the prize. So, are you ready to get your hands dirty for the future of our planet? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.